Creative Hero Inc., where heroes come to life, one line at a time. What happens when two of the coolest spider heroes from across the multiverse swing into the same frame? You get style, power, and pure electricity. Meet Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy, a duo redefining what it means to be a hero. Miles Morales first appeared in 2011 and instantly stole hearts. With his fresh perspective, electrifying Venom strike, and signature hoodie, Miles brought new life to the Spider-Man legacy, proving anyone can wear the mask. Then there's Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen, or Ghost Spider as she's also known. She made her debut in an alternate universe where she was bitten instead of Peter Parker. Her sleek style, fearless attitude, and killer drum solos as part of the Mary Janes made her an icon almost overnight. Together, Miles and Gwen have been through time, tears, and tangled timelines. Whether they're battling villains or just swinging through Brooklyn, their friendship, maybe more, keeps fans coming back. What makes Miles and Gwen really stand out isn't just their powers, it's what they stand for. Miles carries the weight of two worlds, being a teen, a son, and a hero with impossible expectations. But he never gives up. He's not just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, he's his neighborhood Spider-Man. And Gwen, she's fought to clear her name, prove herself, and protect her city, all while grieving her own Peter Parker. Her journey is one of redemption, resilience, and rhythm, literally. You can almost hear the beat of her story in every panel. These two are more than characters, they're symbols of second chances, of identity, of how anyone, from any universe, can rise up and become a hero. If you love watching heroes leap off the page in bold black and white, hit that like button and subscribe to join the inky revolution. And drop a comment below. Which iconic duo should I draw next? This is Creative Hero Inc., where heroes aren't just drawn, they're brought to life. Is it love? Or just a dangerous game between shadows? What really drives the fiery, forbidden connection between Batman and Catwoman? Stay with us. We're about to unravel the dark romance behind Gotham's most iconic duo. Before she was a symbol of intrigue and seduction, Catwoman made her debut in Batman #1, way back in 1940. She was created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, with inspiration drawn from 1940s film actresses, glamorous, mysterious, and always unpredictable. Originally called just the Cat, she started as a jewel thief, more sly than sinister. Over the decades, she evolved into one of the most complex antiheroes in the DC universe. Her real name is Selina Kyle, and her backstory has shifted over time, from a street-smart orphan to a high-society burglar with a code of honor. In some versions of her origin, Selina trains in martial arts, gymnastics, and even disguise, skills rivaling those of Batman himself. And in alternate timelines, she has even married Bruce Wayne and had a daughter with him, like in Batman, Hush, and The Dark Knight Returns. What makes Catwoman truly unique is that she walks the line between villain and vigilante. She doesn't want to destroy Gotham. She wants to survive it on her own terms. And no matter how far she strays, there's always one figure she's drawn back to, the Dark Knight himself. Now, let's turn to Batman, Gotham's brooding protector and one of the most iconic characters in all of pop culture. Created in 1939 by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, Batman first appeared in Detective Comics #27. Unlike most superheroes, he has no superpowers, just intelligence, fear, discipline, and relentless determination. Bruce Wayne's life is built around loss. After witnessing his parents' murder as a child, he becomes a symbol of vengeance, building himself into the perfect weapon against crime. But with Catwoman, he meets someone who mirrors his darkness and challenges it. Over the years, their relationship has gone from playful rivalry to deep emotional connection. Selina is one of the few people who sees Bruce beneath the mask. She doesn't fear the Bat, she respects him, teases him, and sometimes even saves him. Their romance isn't just passion, it's conflict. She represents freedom, he represents duty. She lives in the gray, he clings to rules. But somehow, when they collide, sparks fly, and the line between love and danger blurs. If you enjoyed diving into the shadows of Gotham with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new piece of hero art. But now it's your turn. Who do you think truly understands the other, Batman or Catwoman? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's talk dark romance, loyalty, and blurred lines between hero and thief. This is Creative Hero Inc., where every sketch tells a story. One fights from the shadows. The other shines a light through Gotham's darkest nights. Together, they are justice multiplied. Welcome to Creative Hero Inc., where legends aren't just drawn, they're reborn in bold black and white. Today's spotlight, the iconic duo, Batman and Batgirl, a force of intellect, fear, and fierce determination. Batman, the brooding protector of Gotham. A man forged by trauma, sharpened by purpose. He doesn't just fight crime, he wages war on it, with strategy, stealth, and sheer willpower. Beside him, Batgirl, often Barbara Gordon, brings a new kind of energy to the fight. Agile, brilliant, and unshakable in the face of evil. Unlike Batman, she still believes the city can change. Her hope is as powerful as her fists. Their partnership is more than heroics. It's about legacy. Batgirl may have stepped into the shadows of the Bat, but she made her own name, inspiring a generation of heroes to follow their own path. Did you know? Barbara Gordon first appeared as Batgirl in Detective Comics number 359, 1967, created to add a positive female figure to Batman's world. Despite a brutal attack in The Killing Joke, Barbara rose again, this time as Oracle, a tech genius helping the Bat family from behind the scenes. Her evolution is one of DC's most respected and empowering arcs. If you believe heroism isn't just about brute force, but about legacy, loyalty, and resilience, you're in the right place. Drop a comment below. Which hero duo should I draw next? And don't forget, subscribe to Creative Hero Inc. for more iconic pairs, powerful art, and stories told through every stroke. What happens when Deadpool meets? Himself, but hotter, sassier, and just as unhinged? You get Ladypool, and together, they're not just a team. They're a ticking time bomb wrapped in red spandex and sarcasm. Welcome to Creative Hero Inc., where the mayhem gets drawn in black and white, but never lacks color. Ladypool, aka Wanda Wilson, first appeared in Deadpool, Merc with a Mouth number 7 in 2010, created by Victor Gischler and Rob Liefeld. She hails from Earth, 3010, a dystopian version of our world, where she's just as mouthy, deadly, and unpredictable as Wade Wilson himself. The multiverse gave us many versions of Deadpool, but Wanda instantly stood out. Her dynamic with Wade was explosive, equal parts chemistry, comedy, and chaos. They flirt, they fight, they team up, and yes, at one point in the comics, they even kissed. Weird, maybe. Multiverse logic? Totally. It's not about biology, it's about banter, bullets, and blowing stuff up with style. Together, Deadpool and Ladypool were part of the Deadpool Corps, a squad of alternate Deadpools from across the multiverse, including Kidpool, Dogpool, and Headpool. Yes, literally a floating zombie head version of Deadpool. Welcome to comics. Wade and Wanda have this strange, magnetic partnership. They mirror each other, not just in violence and humor, but in pain and purpose. Both of them are scarred, both are searching for identity, and both use humor as armor. That's what makes them so fascinating and fan favorite. Deadpool, aka Wade Wilson. Created by Rob Liefeld and Fabian Nicieza, Wade first appeared in New Mutants number 98 in 1991. Originally a villain, Deadpool quickly won fans over with his rapid-fire humor, fourth-wall-breaking antics, and a healing factor so strong, it's borderline immortality. Underneath all that humor, a broken man, a former soldier turned experiment, constantly battling pain, identity, and morality in the most entertaining way possible. Deadpool is self-aware, sarcastic, often absurd, but his unpredictability is exactly what makes him unforgettable. Deadpool might break the fourth wall, but Wanda breaks expectations. Whether you see them as partners in crime, twin souls, or chaotic lovers. One thing's for sure, they were made to draw together. If this kind of inked insanity is your vibe, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next duo drop. Got a dream team for me to ink next? Spider-Man and Black Cat? Rogue and Gambit? Harley and Ivy? Let me know in the comments. Your pick might be the next inky masterpiece. This is Creative Hero Ink, where heroes don't pose, they explode. What happens when speed meets brilliance, and the lightning splits in two? Today, we're diving into one of the most electrifying duos in DC Comics, The Flash and Jessie Quick. Two speedsters, one bond, and a whole lot of speed force between them. Jessie Quick, real name Jessie Chambers. She's not just fast, she's fierce, smart, and one of the few heroes who uses both speed and strength. Jessie first appeared in Justice Society of America #1 in 1992. The daughter of Golden Age heroes Johnny Quick and Liberty Bell, Jessie inherited both legacy and power, making her a unique force among DC's speedsters. Then we have Barry Allen, aka The Flash, is one of the most iconic heroes in comic history. First appearing in Showcase #4 back in 1956, Barry redefined the speedster archetype and helped usher in the Silver Age of comics. With a heart as fast as his feet, Barry's mission has always been about more than saving the day. It's about hope, sacrifice, and running toward what's right. While Barry and Jessie have teamed up multiple times in the comics, what makes them stand out is their complementary energy. Barry is the moral compass, the steady heartbeat of the Speed Force. Jessie brings strategy, intensity, and a rare dual heritage of muscle and momentum. Though not a romantic couple, their dynamic as partners in speed and protectors of time has made them a favorite fan pairing. Whether racing across timelines or battling multiversal threats, their chemistry on the battlefield is undeniable. Jessie's formula-based speed and Barry's pure speed force connection often play off each other, with Jessie sometimes pushing Barry to think faster, and Barry reminding Jessie when to slow down and lead. Together, they represent legacy, mentorship, and the power of passing the torch. In a universe where speed means survival, Jessie and Barry prove that partnership, trust, and history are just as important as raw power. They're more than heroes in red and gold. They're symbols of balance in a world that's always rushing forward. If you're a fan of legendary team-ups and legacy heroes, this duo is lightning in a bottle. Smash that like button, drop a flash in the comments if you love speedsters, and don't forget to subscribe for more epic ink tributes. And hey, tell me, who should be the next hero pair to race into the spotlight? What if I told you Superman wasn't the only Kryptonian meant to protect Earth? There's another symbol of hope, with the same powers, the same legacy, and sometimes even more potential. Let's dive into the story of Supergirl and the Man of Steel himself. Kara Zor-El, better known as Supergirl, made her debut in Action Comics #252 in 1959. She's Superman's cousin, sent to Earth from Krypton just like him, but her journey wasn't so smooth. She was a teenager when she left her dying planet, but due to space-time mishaps, she arrived on Earth after Kal-El had already become Superman. Unlike Clark, Kara remembers Krypton. Her heartbreak, her culture, and her trauma are still fresh. That's what makes her story so compelling. She's not just a younger, female Superman. She's someone trying to find her place in a world that's moved on without her. Fun fact, Supergirl wasn't always part of the main DC continuity. In the 80s, DC wrote her out of existence during Crisis on Infinite Earths, only to bring her back years later due to fan demand. She's now a staple of the Superman family, and a Justice League-level powerhouse in her own right. Now let's talk about the original, Superman, the hero who started it all. First appearing in Action Comics #1 in 1938, he was created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, two sons of immigrants who imagined a being of ultimate strength with an unwavering moral compass. Clark Kent, raised in Smallville by the Kents, represents the best of us: compassion, humility, and strength used for others. He's more than a flying powerhouse, he's the soul of the DC universe. Lesser-known fact, Superman was originally conceived as a villain, a bald telepathic tyrant. Thankfully, the creators scrapped that idea and rebuilt him as the hero we know today. What makes Superman and Supergirl special isn't just their powers, it's their humanity. They're symbols of hope, even when everything else falls apart. Thanks for watching this tribute to Superman and Supergirl, brought to life on the page with ink, passion, and a little Kryptonian courage. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to Creative Hero Inc., and tell me in the comments which hero should fly onto the page next. Until then, keep your pencils sharp and your cape flying. They say the Green Lantern's ring chooses those with no fear. But what happens when the ring chooses someone because of their fear? Welcome back, Legends. Today, we're diving into the story of a Green Lantern who redefines what it means to be a hero. Not because she's fearless, but because she fights through fear. Jessica Cruz is not your average hero. She didn't leap into action with confidence, nor did she ask for the responsibility. When the world demanded willpower, Jessica showed something far more powerful: the courage to try, even when paralyzed by fear. Jessica Cruz first appeared in Justice League number 31 in August 2014, created by writer Jeff Johns and artist Doug Mahnke during DC's New 52 era. But her story began not with the familiar green glow of the Lantern Corps, but with darkness, specifically the Ring of Voltum, a corrupted power ring that feeds on fear and trauma. This version of Jessica wasn't chosen for her fearlessness, quite the opposite. After surviving a tragic hunting trip where her friends were murdered, Jessica developed severe agoraphobia and PTSD. The Ring of Voltum preyed on this, forcing itself upon her. She became its reluctant host, a terrifying parallel to what Hal Jordan or Jon Stewart experienced. But Jessica fought back, and that's what made her special. Eventually, Jessica overcame the Ring of Voltum's influence and proved herself worthy of a real Green Lantern ring, a moment of transformation that resonated with readers deeply. This wasn't just another superhero origin. It was a story of someone fighting mental illness, trauma, and overwhelming anxiety, and still choosing to protect others. In Green Lanterns, 2016, written by Sam Humphries, Jessica became co-lead of the series alongside Simon Baz. The two rookies were Earth's newest protectors in space, struggling not just with alien threats, but with themselves. Jessica's willpower didn't come easy, and that made it real. Let's talk about Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan isn't just a Green Lantern. He is the Green Lantern, the fearless pilot, the chosen ring-bearer, the man who defined what it means to wield willpower as a weapon. But what most don't realize is that Hal's greatest threat wasn't some cosmic invader. It was himself. Hal Jordan first appeared in Showcase number 22 in October 1959, created by writer John Broome and artist Gil Kane. He was a test pilot for Ferris Aircraft, known for his courage, recklessness, and refusal to back down. When the alien Lantern Abin crash-landed on Earth, his power ring sought out someone with no fear. It found Hal. He became Earth's first human Green Lantern, part of the Green Lantern Corps, an intergalactic police force powered by will. But Hal wasn't just another recruit. He was a game changer. While other Lanterns followed rules, Hal broke them. Where others hesitated, Hal charged in. Over the decades, he fought side by side with heroes like Superman and Batman, but he was always the wild card, the maverick with a ring that could create anything he imagined. But no amount of willpower can shield you from loss. In the 1994 storyline Emerald Twilight, Hal's home city, Coast City, was destroyed by the villain Mongol and cyborg Superman. In his grief, Hal tried to use his ring to resurrect the city, breaking the Corps' most sacred laws. When the Guardians refused, Hal snapped. He killed fellow Lanterns, stormed away, absorbed the power of the Central Battery, and became the villain Parallax. It was one of the most shocking turns in DC history. Their greatest Lantern became their greatest traitor. But Hal Jordan's story didn't end in darkness. In 2004, writer Jeff Johns retconned the Parallax arc, revealing that Hal had been possessed by a cosmic entity of fear, literally named Parallax, that corrupted his will. If you connected with Jessica's fight or were blown away by Hal's fall and redemption, hit that like button and let us know in the comments. Who do you think is the greatest Lantern of them all? Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into DC's brightest and darkest heroes. Because in this universe, willpower isn't just power, it's survival. See you in the next one. Welcome back to Creative Hero Inc., the place where pencils meet power, and we bring your favorite comic book legends to life, one epic line at a time. She was trained to kill before she could even speak. But how did a clone become one of the most respected heroes in the Marvel Universe? We'll answer that in just a second. This is X-23, aka Laura Kinney, and she's not just a copy of Wolverine, she's his legacy. Born in a lab using Logan's DNA, Laura was designed to be the perfect weapon. But despite a childhood of pain and control, she broke free, becoming a hero in her own right. With a healing factor, razor-sharp claws, and one serious attitude, she even took up the mantle of Wolverine after Logan's death. Oh, and fun fact, she has 2 claws in her hands and a bonus one in each foot. Yeah, don't mess with her in close combat. Now let's talk about the original, the legend Wolverine. Also known as Logan, he's the grumpy, unkillable Canadian with a heart buried somewhere under layers of adamantium. First appearing in 1974, he's fought in world wars, battled the Hulk, and even joined almost every major Marvel team. He once got into a bar fight with Spider-Man over a pizza topping. No joke. Together, these two are more than just claws and rage, they're family. They fight for redemption, for justice, and sometimes just for the thrill of it. If you're loving this dynamic duo, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and tell me in the comments, who would win in a sparring match, Logan or Laura? This is Creative Hero Inc., bringing your favorite heroes to life, one epic sketch at a time.